Rolling Stones, Driving Me Too Hard, off their new album Hackney Diamonds. It's guitar tabs, guitar lesson, all that good stuff. So standard tuning, E80, GBE, and we start with like this classic Stones kind of riff where we'll be at the B and G string. We do 4 G, 3 B, take that shape, slide it up to 6 and 5, hit that a couple times, slide it back down to the 4 and 3, and then to 2s on the G and B. And then on the A string, we slide from 2 up to 4, back down to 2 to an open A. Right. And with the verse and chorus progression here, it's basically we're doing this kind of same chord shape change, and then just kind of moving it and doing the same thing. We start in this A position. So basic A chord, open A, 2 on the D, G, B. And with this, it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we hammer the D string onto 4 and the B string onto 3. So we end up with this A6 sus chord. Okay. And then just back to the A chord. And then essentially we take what we did there and move it to an E position. So a nice easy way to do that is we just take those 2s, zoom it up to 9s, kind of just mute the A string, but you can throw in the open low E string with it, just get a little extra bass in there if you want. And it's that same move. We strum on the 9s with the open low E about 4 times, and then we hammer the D to 11 and the B to 10. And then at the end of this one, you can just kind of stay on that 11, 9, 10, hit it again. All right, and we just go back and forth between those chords like that, and a little lead riff over the top of it. It's definitely got like that kind of like pedal steel vibe where we'll be on the B, and we just give that a bend, hit the 12 E under it, do a little pull off from 14 to 12, release the 12 bend on the B, and then just come off to 10. And you can just kind of play around with that scale and those bends in that area throughout the verse and chorus there. It kind of just improvs through it. And once we get to I guess you would call this the pre-chorus section, we get what sounds to me like a major 7 chord, D major 7. So basically not much change in here. We just kind of take the 2s that we would have for the A, drop them down a set. So now we got the 2 on the G, B, and E with the open D. And it kind of sounds like just before they go to the E chord, like from time to time, there's a real subtle A in there maybe, and then to the E. All right, so maybe you could throw it in like every other time, or whenever you thought it was cool. Just a little transitional thing there. Or if you want, you can just go from the D major 7 to E, up to you. And you could strum on that however you want. Just kind of a loose shuffle there in the background if you want a little more, or just the single strums, that's cool. And then continuing on, if you want to do like some of the little lead lines over the top of that pre-chorus section, you could try something like this. We're on the B string, and we just do a quick 12-10, 12-10, hit the 11G to 9G, give it a bend, and then hit the 10B. All right, and then go ahead, throw in like variations of that previous like verse lead. Playing around with that too.